Welcome back, patrollers, to another episode of the Cast Patrol podcast. Joined as always by Mick Age, boys. How are we going?
Oh, good. I'm just looking at Mick's face. It's a
Got a
funny
big grin
head.
on your face.
He's
Mick.
got a funny head.
I haven't seen you guys in a while. It's been a long time.
It's been a long week.
Had a Greek wedding in between. Shout out to the beautiful bride and
Broom.
Bride and
Is that a
groom.
new word?
bride and groom.
Yeah.
Putting them together.
James and Christina.
Beautiful. Well done.
Now
Well
they're
done.
one. They're all one.
Now there is one.
They
But
are.
yeah, big weekend. We had Oztag in between. We'll get on that later.
Hey, we don't talk about that.
We're going to let it.
Okay, we'll touch
We have
on
to.
it.
But
We can touch on it.
we'll touch on it. But yeah, it's been a week. I haven't seen you two. What's been happening?
Jimmy, you want to fill us in? Where were you on the weekend?
Mate, not a lot. Been very cruisy, been chilling. Just had a party over the weekend. Katie's birthday, Liz. Shout out to her.
Nice.
It was,
Katie's sister.
It is Katie's older sister, yep. It was a drink from anything but a cup.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
so
What'd you
what
bring?
did you drink out of?
I brought a kid's boot.
A kid's boot.
Like a kid's
From your sister?
No, I just bought
you
it.
bought it.
Like a kid's gum boot that
Oh,
lit up.
nice.
So I was doing shoeies all night.
What was the best ones?
Well, Katie won. She brought a bong.
A bomb.
Yeah, a bong. Yeah.
Fuck, she's bad.
I don't know where she pulled it out from, but yeah, she
Just from the cupboard, wouldn't it be?
from the cupboard, and apparently hasn't been used. But yeah, she
Fair
won.
play.
She won. So
Not
yeah,
bad.
shout out to her. But yeah, that was my weekend. Pretty chill.
Pretty chill, yeah. It's just drinking out of bongs. All good, Jim.
And doing bongs.
And doing bongs
No.
and shoeies. But yeah, mine wasn't chill either. I went to a festival.
Festival.
Yeah, it was at University of Sydney, the Manning House.
Yeah.
Didn't even know it existed, but yeah, it was pretty cool. It was What's So Not was playing. They were the main act.
Yeah, number
They
one.
they got pretty lit. Ended up at the front. I was pretty big, and then he
Yeah.
gets off the stage and he finishes his set. Everyone leaves, and then we're just chilling there still. And he comes back on. And he's like, "Guys, I fucked up my times. I'm actually on for another 30 minutes. You guys cheat." And we're like,
Oh, what?
"Fuck yeah, what the front?"
What? So he just turned off everything.
He turned it off, and he's like, "I had a 33-hour flight, and I literally stuffed up my set times. I have to come on for another 30
And
minutes."
how long is the gap in between?
Yeah.
like 2.5, 3 minutes. So enough for people to leave. And
What? So
then
he finished and then fucked off.
finished, and then came back on for another 30 minutes, and his next 30 like slapped. He went
Really?
hard. It was probably like less scripted. But yeah, that was good fun. And
What's
yeah,
so
Sunday
not?
recover.
Beautiful. Mick.
Oh, you're going to ask me. Sorry, you
Oh,
just
yeah,
look at me. I'm like, oh, I don't know. Is
Well,
it
tell
my
us about the wedding.
Oh, it was a great wedding. Everything went perfect.
Big
Like,
Greek wedding.
Yeah, big Greek wedding. Like, considering they've had this plan for like 18 months, 20 months.
Yeah.
And to see it finally happen on a beautiful day, unreal. Like, my parents were there. They had a great time. A lot of Greek dancing, burnt some
So
calories.
was it your wedding, just to be clear?
No, it was not my wedding.
Okay.
okay.
Yours next year.
Next month, actually. You boys.
Next month?
Didn't I invite you?
Are we not
Next
invited?
month.
No, you didn't get invited.
When's you
Sorry,
propose?
boys. None.
He proposed
no.
secretly on his Europe trip, I reckon.
Oh.
just didn't tell us.
I'm doing a secret wedding, boys. How'd you
Yeah.
know?
Nice.
What's it called when you just do it without telling anyone? Is it elope or
Elope.
Elope? Yeah, that's what Mick's doing.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks. Basically, so I had a huge weekend. Got to Sunday. I was still at their house. Opened the presents. Had
Yeah.
a good time. Got home late, maybe like 6 p.m. Like considering I was there from 12 the day before.
Fuck, 6 p.m. He's fucking rowdy.
It's a big day. It's a big day. No.
Big night.
And then I was just like, I just want to watch a movie. I just want to sit back, chill, and relax. So I've been wanting to watch the Mission Impossible movie for so long now.
The new one?
The new one. And I was
Yeah.
like, all right, I'll go on Google and you type in like the movie and you can see where it's available to stream since I have every streaming service thanks to you, Jim.
Yep. No worries.
Your accounts, all the best.
Yeah.
Anyway, I saw you could available to rent on Apple for $25 or on Amazon Prime you could rent it or buy it for $6.99. And I have Jimmy's Amazon account.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
So I went on the Amazon account, thought I'd do a little sneaky, and I just bought the movie
on Jimmy's card.
on Jimmy's card for $6.99.
Play on or penalty.
Play on penalty, massive penalty. It was karma.
That's a sin bin.
You ready for karma?
Yeah,
so
go.
anyway, I had my shower, packed up, had dinner, went to go watch the movie, and I'm about to click play.
How good is this?
And as I click play, it says 10 minutes on it. I go, 10 minutes? What?
Yeah.
Anyway, I realized that for $6.99, I didn't buy the movie. I bought an extended preview.
So what was it? It was just.
I went to play. It was like a 10-minute scene from the movie. It was just an
Oh
extended
my
preview. And I go,
God.
oh, you're kidding. You know what killed me more is when you click on Google, like Amazon Prime,
Yeah.
it actually takes you to that 10-minute preview. So
Oh my
Google
God.
fucked me.
So you could have just went and watched it.
So you paid $7 for
So
a preview,
a
like
preview,
a trailer.
and then make things worse, I had to buy it anyway for $25. So for $32, I ended up watching Mission Impossible.
Was it worth 32? You might as well go.
Mate, it was,
Was it
actually,
worth it?
it was a great movie, honestly. Mission Impossibles, they always just, it's like the Fast and Furious where it's not going to be your favorite movie of all time,
Yeah.
but you know you're getting a good watch every time.
How many has he got now?
Oh, I think that was the 7th Mission Impossible.
7.
So that was part 1. So there were another movies coming out for part 2, I think, next year.
Oh, really?
It's going to be unreal. But yeah,
All right.
closing off a
Cruise.
good era. So that's my weekend.
Wow. So we all did our own weekend.
So you robbed me
individually.
$7 and
I robbed you $7 and I robbed myself
$25.
But I think we can get a refund, Jim. We'll work it out.
Right.
But big news. So for those of you that know, we played in the charity match at the start of the year,
Yep.
the Sports Show TV charity match. We loved it so much and we're like, let's test ourselves with what other sports we can do. So we play Oztag, touch on Oztag. We got romped 9-2.
yes,
Bad loss.
disappointing.
Yeah, first game of the year. We're very rusty.
Yeah.
We played shocking, missed too many tags.
Not good.
Nothing in attack.
I'm off the nudie run.
Yeah, you scored our first try of
First
the
try
year.
of the year.
Well done.
Thank you.
Congratulations. But yeah,
Most improved last year. Now it's a first try score.
Now I'm going for the Brownlows.
as a team, mate, we were fucked. Like, considering we have a coach at Oztag and we have Niven Leary, who's actually Ivan Cleary's brother.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Twin brother.
Twin brother.
Same skill set, but just in terms of Oztag.
Same grey hair.
Same
Yep.
grey hair, same the way he speaks to his players, very relationship based. And we
Yep.
still can't even fucking put up a good fight.
Not
You know-
even for him.
You know what it's good for? Our cardio. Because Age, me and you are going to need cardio.
Oh, mate, we need a lot of cardio.
I can't
So
wait for
we'll
this.
stop the anticipation. Age and I have signed up and are competing in a podcast Royale.
Don't know
So
why.
is this like just podcasting against each other? You're like, who can do the best podcast?
Honestly, I wish. But what it is it's the 27th of April in the Gold Coast Convention Centre next
Wow.
year, organised by Alpha Events and Jamie Meyer Productions. It's the podcast Royale. So Alpha Events is Alpha Blokes, Two Flogs, Proper True Yarns. They've all got together, organised a production company, and they're
Yep.
putting on a boxing night for charity, I think, or maybe not.
I think it's for
I
charity.
think it's charity. If
Yep.
not, either way, put
Yeah.
on a boxing event, and we're competing on it.
Podcast fight night.
So podcast Royale, boxes.
Huge.
And this is boxing, like contact, no helmets, shirts
Yeah.
off, nitty gritty.
Proper gloves, got the shorts and
I can't wait
everything,
for this,
refs.
eh?
Do you think we have a chance, Jim?
I think. It depends who you're up against, really.
So
Depends who the opponent
I'll tell you the
is.
podcasters that will be fighting on this podcast Royale.
It's fucking
Yeah.
stacked.
It is stacked.
It's a stacked
In terms of
card.
It
Aussie
is.
podcasters, you're getting the biggest ones. You got Alpha Blokes, Two Flogs, Proper True Yarns, Bloody Brilliant Beers, We Mean Well. I'm pretty sure it's going to be Jarchi, the Reggies, the Dead Ass Podcast, Levels Podcast.
Huge.
Wow.
Almost a Man, Daily Blue Weekly, Marty and Michael Fully Actual, and the Cast
Last
Patrol.
but not least, the Cast Patrol.
Back cast, hopefully don't lose fast. hopefully last more than a round.
Yeah.
So I think I'm fighting Luke from Levels. So for those that don't know, it's Willie Mason and Justin Horrow's podcast.
Yep.
He's their producer. He was also with Ice at YKTR at one
YKTR,
point.
yeah.
So that's my
That'd be a
opponent.
good
I think
fight.
you've got the height over Luke, but definitely not the cardio.
Oh, he's got cardio. Probably got the punch on me.
He's been running marathons and you've been fucking
Mate,
eating
I went on his
cheeseburgers.
Instagram. To have,
You
I went on his
mean-
Instagram to have a stalk, and I see he's at boxing events putting up the fist
Yeah.
at UFC. I'm like, oh no, here we go. But hey, we got
You
to
never
test
know.
our limits.
You never know.
So it's in the Gold Coast next year, April 27th. Who are you versus? Age?
Yes, and I'm fighting one of the boys or both of the boys from Almost a Man.
You think you
Both.
fight both?
It might be
2v1
2-on-1.
handicap.
I don't know what they're doing. I don't know what's in store for me.
Yeah.
I'm fighting one of them. So Almost a Man is me. I'm almost a man. Until I do this, then I'll become a man.
So tickets will be on sale soon enough, and we'll plug it all. But for now, at least you know we're in a boxing event. But there's going to have plenty more on. It's not just going to be podcasters. They're
Yep.
turning into a full event. I'm pretty sure Danny Green's going to be there to do the commentating. Originally, I joked to Age that he was going to fight him, but no.
yeah.
Buy it. You didn't buy it.
Nah, because Mick said he'll go easy. I was like, okay, fine. I'll do it with his headgears and stuff.
You're going to fight Danny
And he
Green.
goes easy.
He thought he could fight Danny Green.
Mate,
You were going to come off the couch.
I was going to
and
do it for
fight Danny
cast.
Green.
I was going to do it for cast.
Okay.
He was
I'll
going
do
to
anything
for
for
cast.
cast.
That's fair enough.
But
Yeah.
I tell you what, I hope we fight early, guys, because I'm looking at the lineup. There's a lingerie fight. And I want to be
Lingerie
sitting in
fight.
my seats, comfortable for that.
Yeah.
There's also an ant weight fight.
So it's little people fighting up
Little
against
people
each other.
fighting.
Apparently they have actual beef with each other.
Wow.
So Hezbollah and the other guy.
Oh, we
Yeah.
didn't put Hasbulla behind me today.
because he's training.
He's
He's
training.
training. Has his training.
There's
He's
a 7-man lightweight blindfold match.
Blindfold matches?
Blindfold fighting. That is the
That's-
definition of a cast.
Ridiculous.
Fucking
Tag
people
team
just
fights.
swinging.
That's
It's like-
WWE.
It's pretty much KSI. People just swinging, blindfolded.
Haymakers.
Oh,
But yeah.
there's
So-
a 7-man heavyweight blindfold match as well.
So the way you described it to me, Curve from Two Flogs podcast, is
Yeah.
it's been a process in the making.
yeah.
But the way you described it is they're going to pick out random listeners to all the podcasts and maybe people in the crowd.
No way.
And they're going to have to fight blindfold and just swing.
So if you want to be on the
Far
card,
out.
you can be on this podcast Royale card.
can.
Buy tickets.
Yeah.
It's
Get
in,
to Gold Coast.
it's in Gold Coast as well. But when we signed up for this, I just remember I came home
What were
after
you thinking? Were you drunk?
Yeah.
I had a few drinks. I saw
Thought
on this
so.
podcast on their story, and it was just like, any podcasters want to get involved, message us. I'm like, okay, I'll fucking send the message off.
Yep.
I'll never forget, I'll sing on the couch with Adrian the next day. Curves messages and goes, what's your mobile number, boys? I go, Age, come to the other room. We have to take a call. And he goes, what's the call for? And he's just sitting there. And he's like,
And I'm
"What is
hearing
this?"
him like, okay, this is a prank call. Like Mick's paid
Yeah,
someone
yeah.
to say that we're fighting. Fuck off. I'm not fighting.
yeah.
And he's convinced me, and now it's locked in. It's
you
real.
fucking tried to convince me to do
Well,
a tag
why
team.
not? It could have been me and you versus these two.
Nah, it's all right.
You bitched it. So now I have to take them both on myself.
Too
But
bad.
apparently Jimmy's good in the corner. He's like the Stitch. He can put the ice on your face.
Yeah, he'll have the towel
I
ready.
have the staple there.
Oh, the towel's ready as well.
towel,
If
staple.
we're getting flogged, bro, just throw it.
You're going to take plenty behind the scenes content too. We get Jimmy on the camera.
yeah,
Yeah,
for sure.
So that's 27th of April at Gold Coast Convention Centre.
That's the same one that Tim Zoo fought at.
Yes.
So-
and the
so you're
Cars
pretty
Patrol
much
fighting.
Team Zoo.
We are.
Essentially, yeah. We're not going to claim to be Tim Zoo, but we are.
And we're
Yeah.
taking sponsors on shorts if you're interested. There's also a tag team fight. Am I reading this right?
There's a tag team fight. Yep. Our
That's
good
crazy.
mates, Donny Sports, I think, is going to be fighting on the card too. So,
Yep.
what an event. And it's
Can't
all
wait.
for podcasters. So, could have that, could have the charity match next year. There's a lot happening. Stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
Jesus, okay.
But boys, you know what's been got me thinking during the week? I think
Yeah.
a lot. You know, I have too many thoughts in my
Think
head.
too much.
Think too much. The chat's always going off with dumb ideas and dumb thoughts. So what really got me thinking this week was, right,
Yeah.
what would happen if all the NRL mascots fought in like a 1v1 fight in like a tournament? Who eventually would become the ultimate winner? So by mascot, I mean, so if you're looking at a Rabbitohs, the rabbit, Manly, they got the seagull. So if a seagull and a rabbit fought, who wins?
So
And
not
then-
like the actual mascot, not like Buck for the
no,
Broncos.
not
No,
like
no.
Or
Charlie
Reggie.
the rabbit.
Reggie the
Like-
rabbit running out.
Yeah.
No, like the emblem on the logo. So
Yeah.
a dolphin could fight a shark. Obviously,
Yeah.
a shark wins, shark moves on.
Yeah.
Who eventually wins?
That's a
It's-
tough one. Well, who were the best ones you've got?
So I came to the conclusion,
Yeah.
I think a Storm. The Melbourne Storm, I think, would win.
Yeah.
Just because I don't know how you defeat a Storm.
How are you going to beat it?
Well, like if you think about like it zaps, it can rain, it can just
Yeah.
literally eviscerate anyone that comes in its way.
True.
But I feel like if you weather the storm and the storm passes, that's a defeat in itself. So like if a dragon's there and the dragon's above the clouds or in the
Like breathe
clouds,
fire.
breathing fire, and it survives the storm,
Yeah.
the storm goes away. It's like throwing in the towel.
That's true. To be fair though, Melbourne, it always rains there and it
It
always
does.
storms. So
You're
it
not
could be a
gonna weather
long
the
storm.
Yeah. it could
I
be a
don't
long
think
storm.
anyone's beating a dragon though.
What about a
the fire's
Titan? What
OP
about a
and
Titan?
flying. A Titan? They'd be
Because
strong.
they're like mythical sort of.
And they're massive. They're like
Yeah.
giants.
and like a Viking as well.
Yeah.
Viking, like Game of Thrones, they're used to fighting mythical
Slaying
creatures.
dragons.
Yeah.
Oh,
But I don't know.
They've definitely slayed a dragon in House of what is it called again? Game of Thrones.
Depends. If it's the St. George dragons flying around, it could be last.
No, it's just the dragon.
It's just a dragon, well,
Yeah.
it's winning. The dragon's winning.
But
Okay.
then, so that's your best one. Then it gets you thinking into like
But even
the
like
worst ones. Like there's so many other
the
ones.
rabbit's fucked.
The rabbit's fucked. The rooster's
Yeah, but
fucked.
a rooster's more fucked.
Rooster's calf.
A bulldog's fucked. I have a bulldog at my house. But couldn't fucking hurt a fly.
Gnocchi's
Can't
fucked.
even grab a fly. So
Gnocchi's
dogs
got
are
no
right at
idea.
the bottom.
Eel. Eel's fucked.
It was gone.
Eel
Like,
on land.
A shark is vicious, but if it's fought on land, it's gone.
Yeah, it's pretty
Can't
much
move.
useless,
It gets
eh?
one bite to kill the opponent. That's
Even
it.
a dolphin.
Well, dolphins got no chance.
Dolphins are cast.
So, yeah, there's a lot of thought to go on.
Maybe we can do like a mini series. You know, we'll do
Maybe.
like
Like a bracket?
final series and see who wins.
Oh yeah,
And
put
see
it on
what
the
the
Instagram.
fans think.
Yeah. So
Yeah, narrow it
yeah,
down.
comment who you think is the best mascot.
Because
and who will win
I'm
in a
going
fight.
with the Storm. Who you going with? Did you lock in
Dragon.
Dragon?
Locking Dragon.
I'm gonna go Titan.
You reckon the Titan?
Yeah.
Titan will be
Something
good.
about a Titan.
All the armor, big.
Armor, big.
I just think like the Storm's hard to beat and the Dragons.
In mythical books, a knight has also slayed a dragon. So like, there's so much.
Yeah.
Hey, there's a lot to go into.
There's lots to go.
Okay, so nice thought, Mick.
Oh,
but
so I had a good thought for once.
Have you got any other thoughts, Mick, that's come to your head?
Other thoughts that come to my head, mate. You don't want to know inside my head during the middle of the week.
tell you thought I had. I want to buy this hat if you're watching on the YouTube.
Yep.
In South Sydney colours. The retro caps from League Lids.
So I've been wearing them.
They've released
I wore it
them.
to the grand final. I wore it on recent pods.
Yeah.
They're unreal.
You wore the Waz one.
I wore the wires.
Now there's new teams
Well, they have
available.
just released new teams.
Yeah, do you want to read them out, Jimmy?
Yeah,
the new
so they've
teams?
released the Knights, Panthers, Bulldogs, Raiders, Seagulls, and Rabbitohs, Sharks, Eels, and Warriors and Broncos restock.
Yes.
Warriors
that's-
sold out like that because the wires movement, everyone wanted
Up
one.
the wires.
Yeah. And Broncos were going good as well. So now it's like, fuck, all these other teams you've been waiting for, they're here.
No
Half the league's
Cowboys.
here.
Anyway,
Yeah, who's going to buy a Cowboys one?
I am.
Well, you have to wait
Cowboys
for that.
fans.
You have to wait. But if you do want to buy it, go to www.leaguelids.com/cast patrol or we'll put the link in the bio.
Yeah.
But if you can't be bothered that and you're on the site,
Use
use
the
the code
code.
CAST.
For how much?
C-A-S-T,
How
Jim.
much, Age?
5% you give them?
10.
10% off.
10%.
You're going to give
off.
them 10%?
10% off.
10%
Straight
off.
from Jimmy's pocket.
Yeah,
Straight out of
you-
my pocket,
And they're
yeah.
shipping from New Zealand, so local business, give or take.
But it's
And
sick because
shit.
Support
they're
local
retro
business.
as well. Good material.
Put them on, Age.
I'll put this one on.
That's my hat.
But I want the South one. I think I'm going to order it right after this podcast.
You don't suit hats that much, but that hat's
Yeah.
sort of going okay.
It's not bad, eh? Like, I'm terrible with hats.
That's
but
my hat. Do you mind not
This can
bending
work.
it?
Yeah.
It's
I'm gonna
you're not
bend it.
supposed to bend it. It's supposed to be like that.
Well, that's why it's a lid, right? There we go.
He's good
League
sometimes.
lids.
Jeez,
Get around it.
Sign up Age for some marketing.
Speaking of footy, boys, have you been watching any of the internationals? Honestly, honest answer.
Honestly, half-heartedly, not really.
No, I haven't.
It's tough to get into.
It is.
I feel like I'm rugby leagued out at the minute. Like
Yeah.
I'm getting
Burnt
to that
out.
point where I'm like, because I know Australia's gonna win. I'm just like, oh, okay.
Well, did
Yeah.
you see New Zealand winning 50-0 against Samoa?
Didn't
and we
expect
only
that.
won by 28. So
Didn't see that coming.
maybe we might not win it all.
Yeah. So we did.
There's a bit of competition.
There's some games on this week, Age.
Some games on this weekend, mate. Starting off with Australia New Zealand women's, and then right after that on Saturday 8-10, Australia New Zealand men's.
That's pretty good double
So that'll
header.
be good matches. Well, I'm not convinced Australia wins them both.
My problem
It'll
is,
be
like,
close.
obviously, I want Australia to win everything, but I'm just like,
Yeah.
what is this tournament we're playing for? Like,
yeah.
Yeah, what do you win? Like, how much satisfaction are you going to get from winning
I feel like it's just
specific
they're
championships?
just like, oh, end of the year, just do these internationals and move on.
And you've got a few players that are jumping between countries. Like I don't know. Like it's.
Yeah.
I think they need to change that rule. I think.
Like Hammer played for Samoa in
and
the
then
World
Taulagi
Cup.
Taulagi.
and
scored
then
against
They
Australia.
They swap. Yeah,
Like,
I know. That's
to
another,
have like the ability just to swap between countries, I think they need to fix that.
They need
rule
to
out.
fix something like, or nominate yourself for one or
yeah.
two. I don't know.
But let's do a quick preview of this Australia New Zealand men's game because that's
Yep.
the one everyone's going to
Yeah,
watch. You know?
100%. That's
the
the
one
main
everyone's
feature.
waiting for.
Yep.
Two heavyweights going at each other. The forwards are fucking stacked in both
The
sides.
Kiwis team is stacked.
It is, and they haven't rested anyone.
No, so they're unchanged coming into
But
this week.
Australia, on the other hand, we've rested Tino, Haas, and Mardo.
Yeah. So
Three
Gerbo,
key forwards.
Flegler
What do you
come
think
on.
of Dylan Edwards on the wing?
I think after the last game, Cobbo was always in doubt because he
Yeah.
didn't play that good. So I think it was either out of them two.
But like replacing, like wouldn't you just replace Dylan Edwards because he's not a winger?
I know, but he's so safe. I feel like he'll do a job.
Yeah. So they've brought in Val Holmes.
Yep.
For Cobbo.
Home straight in.
Yeah. And Nico Hines off the bench debut.
That's
good.
more just because it's a nothing game. Like it doesn't mean anything because we're already in the final the week after.
Yeah.
So they just want to blood him. I think give him some time.
Well, so this game doesn't mean
this game means fuck all, to put it bluntly.
So who's in the final?
Australia, New Zealand. They're playing back to back.
Oh, so you're going to play each other next week?
Yes.
Right.
With all due respect, it should have just been a try series between Australia and New Zealand. Just
Like
That's
England, Tonga are doing.
yeah,
Yeah, best
Yeah.
out of three.
should, and then maybe Samoa plays PNG
Yeah. Or Samoa.
or Fiji.
Yeah, Samoa, Fiji, PNG. Would be
Maybe
a
they
good
do
try
a
series.
round robin.
Yeah.
Yeah, with Cook Islands.
But
yeah.
Samoa with Career at 5'8" was not going to work.
They've got too many backs in their team.
Yeah. A lot of outside backs, yeah.
Not many halves.
That's the thing as well. Like they're not even at full capacity because half of the players that should be playing
Yeah.
have got like end of season surgery.
Yeah, they're not playing.
And
'cause
some
they're
of them
injured.
haven't even played since like September, just the start of September because their
Yeah,
team
before
didn't make
finals,
it. Yeah,
yeah.
before
Exactly,
finals.
yeah.
So like, yeah, I don't know. There needs to be a ramp up around internationals. They can't.
Like the World Cup was good last year. Everyone
Yeah.
loved it. Like
World Cup was good
everyone
last
gets
year.
around a World Cup.
Yeah.
I
I
think
feel like these Pacific Championships, it doesn't have much emphasis to it. There's not much
the
going
thing
on.
is as well is that in the World Cup, the teams will sort of play consistently throughout.
Yeah.
This year we've just seen teams like look at Fiji. They went from did they win their first round?
Fuck,
against-
I think that was. I can't remember.
No, that
who
was
they-
their first
That
game.
was their first.
That was their first game, like-
but Cook Islands had a shocker the
Yeah,
first
shocker,
round.
yeah,
got
that's
rolled
So
right.
they
by
came back
PNG,
and fucking
yeah.
played good.
And they almost won, and
yeah,
then
they nearly won. So
yeah, and then Australia like they only win by 28, and New Zealand win by 50 over Samoa.
Yeah.
Samoa almost had a crack against Australia. It's just
all right, boys. Let's just do our rugby league
Let's
tips.
do our
Let's bring it
tips.
back.
Let's do our
Okay.
tips. Yep.
So Australia versus New Zealand men's game.
so winner and margin.
Winner and margin. Do you want to start off, Mick?
Yep. So do you want to say the game and then
Yes.
we'll enter?
Okay. Australia versus New Zealand men's.
Australia by 10.
Australia by 14.
It's going to be close. New Zealand are good. Australia resting. Australia by 4. All right. Now let's go Australia, New Zealand, women's.
Australia by 18. I think we got a good team there.
Australia by 8.
We only won by 6 last time. I think we're going to win by 4 this time. Australia by 4.
Yeah.
All right. Next one. PNG versus Fiji. This is tough.
This is a tough game. I think, it is tough, but I think PNG win and win well by
Really?
10.
Really? You think PNG win?
Yeah.
I'm going Fiji. I know they were scratchy and I just almost slammed them for being inconsistent. But this is what I want. The inconsistency for them to come out and just beat PNG.
They have
Yeah.
a good backline, eh?
Yeah.
Like if you compare it on paper, their whole team's better
Like
than PNG.
Ravalawa there,
Yeah.
and then who's the other winger? They have a gun winger.
Sivo.
Sivo. Fuck,
And
there
then
you
like
go.
Wanga Blake, Taruva's good.
Taruva's in the
Buller,
centres.
fullback.
Bullet
Yeah.
fullback's good.
Their
I
halves
like
are a
it.
bit lacking. Wakeham and Donahue.
Yeah.
Not first grade.
Not flash,
Yeah.
but
I'm going to go PNG just because it's at home. PNG by 2. Port Moresby, the crowd will be going mental.
yeah.
And they're tough. They're a tough team.
You know what's
PNG.
crazy about PNG, right? Like you saw it against Australia when they played Prime Ministers. Like they don't have first graders, but as a team, they all play well together.
Yeah.
And they give it 110%.
Oh.
Like they run fucking as
There's
hard
some
as you
good
can.
players in
They
that
tackle
PNG
hard. Yeah.
team. Like some really good
Yeah.
players.
Even like Lockie Lamb, he's been overseas. Like he's doing good at 5'8".
Yeah.
All right, let's move on to the last important game. England versus Tonga.
I'm going to be going Tonga by 2 points.
Like it.
England by 4.
I'm going to go England by 6. Adam Funnell-Blake came out and said we should have won that game.
Yeah,
So-
it was a close game.
It was very close.
Yeah.
A lot of people said the refs were crook, like they robbed Tonga.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I reckon it'll be close again. But
Tonga, like the World
England,
Cup, they have the players. They just don't do anything. with it.
Tonga's halves weren't doing it for me, and they have like Hopewadi fullback. It's like
Well, they
I
didn't
don't know.
They never released the Tonga team anywhere. Like I couldn't
Yeah.
find it anywhere.
They did, but
probably
then it
on
was
their
like
page.
Fanua Blake on the wing, Tom
It's just
Burgess.
Oh
on the
yeah, they
wing.
had just like one to. They
Like-
didn't have any numbers ordered.
Yeah, it was weird.
But England, that Mickey Lewis guy, he was gun at 5'8".
Yeah, the young kid.
Yeah, so I reckon
And
they've
the
got
fullback's good too.
the fullback's good as
Wellesby.
well. Yeah, he did a
Jack
mad
Wellesby.
pass,
Team
mad
should be
cutout.
looking to sign Wellesby.
Yeah, he better come.
Yeah,
in.
he played well in the World Cup.
He's
last
still
year.
young as well. I reckon.
Rads is over there.
Yeah, they got Rads. Burgess played good.
Yeah,
They've got a good team, England.
and they've got a few players not playing. Herbie's not playing.
Yeah, Dom Young.
Dom Young's not playing.
So
Arguably two of their best.
Yeah, two of their best backs.
I think
so
England are the third best team in the world for rugby league,
Yeah.
behind.
behind Australia, New Zealand, and England.
And then who's after England, would you say?
You'd have to say
Samoa?
Oh, Samoa based on the World Cup,
And then,
and then Tonga.
Like you think with Tonga's team they'd be better.
Yeah.
right? I don't know. Like
They
I
need halves though. Who is it right now?
it's
Katoa.
Katoa and
Lola here, 5'8".
Well, here you see,
You
like
know, Lola here, Hopper, they've left the NRL
they're less
now.
than
It's
NRL,
like,
yeah.
yeah.
They need
And
that
who's their
new
backs
blood.
in the Samoan lot backs?
Oh, they've got
I'll
like
get a team from last
they've
week.
got Kula,
Is this the Tongan team?
Tonga, yeah.
Yeah.
Kula, who's the other winger? Two posts, he's still there.
No, let me,
Don't think
I'll
he's
get it
still
up.
there. Get it up,
We don't,
Nick.
we don't want to butcher it. Because, like,
Get the Tongan team.
get the
up.
Tonga team up. All right, Will Hopewade fullback.
Yeah.
Then it's Stafford Toa, Will Penasini, Moses Suoli'i, Kula.
I got good.
It's
Like,
all
that's
right. Yeah,
okay.
it's good.
Mate,
back.
surely Kula fullback.
Yeah.
Yeah, why didn't they put Kula fullback?
Oi, Elise Katoa, 18th man, didn't
I
get
know,
a
they
run.
didn't play him, and they played Olak off the bench.
Wait, in
Bro,
Brazil.
who was starting?
Oh, bro, they got a gun pack. All right,
Yeah,
how
their
does
pack's good.
How does this pack not do it? Adam Fanua Blake,
Yeah.
Havili doesn't go on his back.
Yeah, never.
Is Havili hooker?
Havili's hooker.
Never goes on his back.
Mo Fodawaker,
Gun.
Gun.
Frizzell, Kalomatangi, Felice Kafusi.
And then they bench Olak.
And to Vita Totola, and then Elise Katoa, and Hame Sele.
They can't fit all the second rows in. That's their
But like
problem.
you said,
Yeah.
Age, I think it's the spine that lacks them. Will Hopper, Lolohea, Isaiah Katoa, Havili. Compared to England, like they're good in their own right, but England.
But we don't know a lot of these players. Like Mickey Lewis, no one knew him.
Wolseley's good. Harry Smith, never heard of, but could be good. And Daryl Clark, don't know him.
Daryl Clark's older.
Well, he was our hooker of the year. Oh, not the year. Hooker of the week.
Yeah.
We put good old Daryl Clark in there. He had a good game.
Yeah.
But then, they
He's
also
a
have
vet.
Tom Burgess, John Bateman, Elliot Whitehead, Victor Radley.
Yeah. If you were the coach of Tonga, who would you have in your back row? So 2 second rowers and lock.
You have Keon and Olak.
And then who's your lock?
I would go Frizzell.
Frizzell lock.
I think you could get away with Frizzell lock.
I would go.
No, Keon Lock, Olak, Eli Katoa.
Oh, Ellie, yeah, fuck
Yeah,
Ellie
that's what I was going to do.
Yeah.
Who was lock,
I was
sorry?
going to do
Keon.
Eli
Keon's
Katoa left, right Olak,
Yeah.
and then lock Keon.
Yeah.
You know the problem with that is I think those three are all very similar players. They're all like
Yeah.
run a good line, have an offload.
Yeah.
You need like
Or
you need a
even leave Gafusi lock and then Keon bench.
Gavos
Who's
is
Lock,
good.
though? Fuck.
Remember that day that we were
He's a hitman.
Remember that day
He's a
we had a big night and we're just scrolling Felice Kafusi's Wikipedia page and we
Yeah.
could not believe how many games he gets played for Origin. Like he just every year just
He's a
gets picked.
staple. eh?
And for Australia as well. right?
Australia, and then we looked at like Michael Wayman. How many games has he played for Australia? Have a look at that one; it'll shock you.
Fucking away,
Michael
man.
Wayman.
Well, there are tips of the week. Hopefully, we
good.
get you some winners. Let's get into some racing, Jimmy.
Spring racing. What are you
Mate.
calling this segment? Jimmy's Jam?
We call it
Jim's
Jim's Jam.
Jam. Jim's
Jim's
Jam.
Jam,
Jimmy's Jam.
sponsored by Dabble. Best betting app for this spring. Have to, Jim.
You have to.
You have to. You have to
Well, that's
download
where
it.
all our tips are. So
Yeah,
if you want my
exactly.
tips, go on Double.
You've been on fire on Dabble as well. So
We have been.
Link in bio. Jump on now.
Use
Yes.
code Cast Patrol when signing up to support the show. And this Saturday, we have a live stream from 12 to 2 p.m.
Correct.
Saturday racing. I think we just missed the Cox Plate, but we're doing previews on it and doing all the CB3s for the
Giveaways?
early races. Giveaways. You want to do giveaways again? We're calling the tax agent, say if it's okay.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Always
the
giveaways,
accountant.
boys.
We'll do
Always
some footy
giveaways.
shorts.
Always. All right. Well, here we go. Jimmy's Jam for this week. Saturday review. We're just going to review the one race, Caulfield Cup. Did anyone watch it?
Oh, I
I
loved
did.
it.
I did.
Mate, good race.
Good race.
I
Genuinely
thought, I thought
run.
West Wind Blows had it for a bit.
Hit the front too early.
Bit too early, eh?
Just hit the front too early.
You know what? The market had it. The market had it right.
They knew.
They knew. What killed me though was I don't know if it was scamness or dodginess, but without a fight in the middle of the week, it's been pulling up a little bit lame. That
Vet
would have
check.
that would have
That
been
put me off.
That put me off too.
Put me off.
Like I liked without a fight last year in the cup, and then I saw it come back. Whatever
That was your
race it
tip
was.
for the Melbourne Cup,
It
wasn't
was,
it?
Over the
yeah.
winter
Are you going to
carnival.
back it up, Mick, again?
I don't
Just
know.
won the Caulfield
I don't know
Cup.
if it wins the Melbourne Cup. I have to do my form for Melbourne Cup when it comes around.
Yeah.
But yeah, Jimmy, take it away.
But
You're
yeah,
the
good
expert.
race. Without a fight, obviously too good at the end. West Wind Blows. He's going to win a good race this spring. Champion Stakes.
What do you think of Gold Trip?
Good. Big weight.
I thought it was travelling.
It was trucking.
Like around the bend, I'm like, oh, here comes Gold
But he
Trip.
just
And then
couldn't-
just died on
he
his
didn't-
run.
He just didn't have
The top weight would have hurt.
top weight hurt. Couldn't hit his top, but
For the Melbourne Cup, does it have to put more weight on?
he's going to carry the top weight in the Melbourne Cup again. Whether or not he goes to the Cox Plate this weekend, I'm not sure. But yeah, he was a good run. Solcombe missed the start, was good.
Have you seen Solcombe's like last 5 starts?
It just misses.
Every time misses by 3+ lengths.
Yeah,
Every time.
in the Caulfield Cup, it was the worst it's missed. He missed it by like 6.
What? Like, fuck. It's a
They
bad
got- he's
habit,
got to
eh?
fix those
Oh, it's
Barromanters.
fucked.
The race was already over as soon as.
There's nothing worse when you're on a horse that jumps last by like a few lengths. You're
Yeah.
just like, fuck.
Speaking of horses that
know?
jump last, ours jumps this Friday for a trial.
Yes, Warilla Gorilla. Trained by the Niche.
Up the gorilla.
This Friday.
Keep
Hopefully
an
it
eye
doesn't
out
jump
at
last.
Randwick or Rose Hill.
Rose Hill.
Beautiful. Keep
Rose
an eye
Hill
out for
Friday.
it.
Yeah. So that's the Caulfield Cup. Saturday preview. Big Saturday coming up.
Huge.
Cox Plate. Romantic Warrior favourite. Good field. You got Alligator Blood. Militarised 3-year-old. You got Mr. Brightside. Victoria Road. Interesting import.
We're from Great Britain.
From the UK, you got Gold Trip. Whether or not he's going to back up or not. Fangirl, Zaki, King Colorado. Duas, My Oberon, and Pinch Drive.
That is a
good
stacked
horses
card
there, eh?
for
Very
Cox Plate.
good field.
It's almost like the best horses of the spring so far are all meeting, except for like Imperatriz and that.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like they're all coming together. They're all coming off big wins in their respective races. Well, who are you leaning towards? Who's your top 3, let's say?
I think Romantic Warrior.
You're going to forgive its
I'm going to
fourth-
forgive.
What odds is it? How short?
I think you probably get around $3.50, $4.
Oh, it's
Not bad
short,
on
yeah.
double.
Not short.
Not
So
short.
Romantic Warrior, Alligator Blood, and I reckon Fangirl's an interesting runner.
Who can you rule out just by looking at that?
You can rule out Pinstriped, Myobron, Dueus, and Zaki. Can't win.
Zaki can't win.
No, he's not going good enough.
Not going good enough.
If he wins, I'll give up the punt. Just about. No.
About
the
Romantic
body.
Warrior, the track at Mooney there might be able to
Well, it's
help
it's
it
drawn
out.
a good gate. It's drawn to get a lovely run.
Sits in the lead and goes well.
It'll get a good run.
Who's riding Romantic Warrior? J-Mac?
J-Mac is.
Okay.
And Zach Purton's on Fangirl, I believe. I think
Okay.
he's picked up the ride on Fangirl, so that'll be good.
Nice little ride.
Fangirl
that.
beat Mr. Brightside last start. Whether or not can do it again.
Alligator Blood's interesting.
It's a leader.
Blood
Suited to
just
Cox
keeps winning,
Plate.
eh?
He'll jump to the front
me
and,
off.
mate, he's a fucking tough horse, the Blood, so see if he can run down. I reckon militarised 3-year-old, 49. He's got no weight. Zach Lloyd will be interesting.
Very
Nice.
interesting.
So that's the
Apprentice.
Cox
Stay
Plate.
tuned for
The
your
Apprentice
final
gets a
tip
ride.
on Dabble.
Yep. So that's the Cox Plate. You got the Manicato, Imperatriz. Mick mentioned her. She'll jump about $1.50.
Broke
the
the track
gun.
record last time, or was that Caulfield?
No, that was Millie's Jewel. who
Yeah,
broke the
Millie's
track-
Jewel.
Oh,
broke the track record.
really?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I'm thinking of Imperatrice when it fucking shat in around the outside.
Yeah, that was at Mooney Valley, but
Yeah.
back at Mooney Valley, she'll probably win. Invitation in Sydney, so the fillies and mares. You got Espiona, the favourite, Magic Time, Opal Ridge, Paracel, main dangers, but it's an open race. You got the Calendar Presnell for the 3-year-olds. Arctic Glamour looks smart. We'll start favourite.
What odds are we getting for?
Arctic Glamour, probably about 250, I'd say.
It's not bad.
Which is fair. But then
Yep.
the one I want to be on this weekend,
No.
Spring Champion Stakes, 3-year-olds
I
over the
looked at
2,000
it.
metres.
Oh no, I've seen the name.
Tom Kitten wins.
No, it's a cat.
It's a cat. Tom
Tom
Cat.
Kitten is a cat.
Wins this week.
Tom the cat. You know of Tom and Jerry? That's Tom Kitten.
I know he's been costly, but I think he wins
Mate,
this week.
he's done us so many times.
He finds the right
I
race.
have no
so,
loyalty for Mr. Kitten.
Spring Champion Stakes, Tom Kitten, you probably get about 230, hopefully.
Jeez,
So
it should be 32.
hopefully we'll win. But
Get
yeah,
on the place, I reckon.
no, you won't get much back.
Chuck
on
in
the
a
place.
multi. He loves a place.
But yeah, huge Saturday coming up. But yeah, make sure you jump on Dabble
Sign up using the link in our episode description. It's in our bio. It's everywhere. And use
live
the code
stream this
Cast Patrol
Saturday.
when signing up.
But yes,
Well, that's actually our first listener question from @Finn14 Macintosh. Not a question, but I need tips for Saturday. Jimmy, you mad dog.
well, Finn, like we said, jump on Dabble. That's where the tips are.
How does he sign up?
Use the link in the bio.
What about if he can't be fucked?
Go on Dabble.
Yeah.
Or go on the App Store, download Dabble,
Use
Make
the
an
code
account.
Cast Patrol.
create an account, use the code.
And then bang, follow us and follow all your favourite tipsters.
But remember, punters, the best bet for this weekend, regardless of what you're betting on, is set a deposit limit
Of course.
because
Gamble
I
responsibly.
think it's gambling awareness week as well.
Yeah.
There you
So
go.
take care. Remember what you're really gambling with. If you need
Yep.
free and confidential support, call the number, Jim.
1-800-858-858 or visit the website. of course.
Gamblinghelponline.org or something like that.
Perfect.
It's in the link. It's in the bio anyway.
All
Let's-
right, next question from Ayan Shukla.
Yep.
Bloat footy player. Current players only, excluding Cam Murray. What the fuck's bloat?
It's
Is it best looking of all time?
pretty much, yeah, close.
Is that what it means?
Pretty good, yeah. If you got that, I think it's that bloke in the bar does it. He does like his
Yeah.
bloke team of the
Yeah.
year.
I'm assuming it's that.
I'm
if
going
we're
to
talking
lean
about
for
best looking,
Ponga with that new haircut with the blonde shaved. He's looking,
Yeah.
really?
he's got that Beckham inspo and he's riding
Yeah,
it
Bear
hard.
or Eminem.
Eminem, yeah.
Yeah.
Got the tats as well for Beckham.
I reckon Herbie Farnworth.
Ooh, I was gonna say
Very
Herbie.
good
Herbie's
looking
good.
bloke. Pommy accent as well.
Just got a new contract at the Dolphins.
Yeah.
Big contract.
Fuck, he stole mine.
There's heaps, man.
There's heaps. There's heaps of good looking boys.
Got Walshy.
You got Walsh is a pretty boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's very good looking. Got the eyelashes, the eyebrows going on.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like Manu, we saw Manu with the
Joey
shirt
Manu.
off.
That was good.
Everyone was
Sully.
loving that. No one's complaining there.
No.
D-bags.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Pick one.
Has to be Murray. Why can we not pick Murray?
He's excluding Cam Murray.
Oh, it's a stitch up a yarn. I'm going to go... We'll go Reece Walsh.
Okay.
Safe option.
Thanks, AJ.
All backs. Fair enough.
Yeah, all backs.
No forwards.
Any hot forwards besides Cam? Gerbo's pretty hot.
Turbo's hot. Tino.
Tino,
Ricky?
yeah.
Jordan Ricky.
Yeah, Ricky.
Pretty Ricky.
Pretty Ricky. Everyone
Yeah.
loves pretty Ricky.
Mazzio.
Yo.
That's fucked.
Fisher Harris. Mate. Haas?
Hey, depends what your type is, eh?
Dave Fafita?
I've got another question for you
All right,
guys. You're
yep.
spinning ours now, Jim.
Tell me.
Which current ref will be the best NRL player? So throw the whistle out, get the ball, run the field with the big boys. Who can level it
So
up?
current players,
Or who'll be the
current
best?
refs only.
Current refs only. Who will be the best?
So I was going to say not current is Henry Perinara. He used to play. He was a
He
gun.
used to play, yeah.
He's actually played 72 NRL games. So he actually represented New Zealand once as well in a
good's that?
test match.
Who did he play for?
He played fucking everyone. Para, Sharks. He had a few different clubs. Warriors.
Okay.
Yeah, he's been everywhere.
Current refs. Okay.
Todd Smith?
Todd Smith.
No fucking way. Not Todd Smith.
Todd Smith.
He's class.
Jesus.
I reckon someone like Peter Goff, someone with a bit of size, not necessarily the tallest. But I feel like he'd have a go.
Atkins. In the grand final, he was looking big.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Atkins
Grant
has a bit of
Atkins,
size.
yeah. Who's got size?
But did you see Atkins when he got nailed in the head? I think it was Sharks versus Dragons game this year.
Did he get
The
nailed?
ball just like nailed him in the head. He just shook it off and got up. He can take a hit.
So he can pass the HIA.
Who was the ref that
yeah, he's definitely
cost the
passing it.
try? The one that got tackled?
Oh, fuck.
Who was that?
Oh,
too
that's
much
a good
rugby
one.
league,
We got
I
to
don't
find
know.
that.
Fuck yeah.
He'd be good at it. He'd be good
good.
at footy.
Who's a really tall one?
Chris Butler.
Chris Butler.
Got the height. Chuck him on the wing, maybe second row.
Like a Dom Young type.
Yeah.
Yeah.
High ball, jump up.
Yeah. I'm still standing by Todd Smith.
Todd Smith.
Todd Smith.
Why?
He's a fucking
What
beast.
can you see in him?
Got a bit of grunt with him, you know?
Ben Cummins gives me like a Cameron Smith vibe, like creative through the middle, can throw
Oh,
a dummy.
Cummins.
He's got a
would
bit
be
of
good.
height in him as
Yeah.
well.
I feel like he's got a good grubber in
But
him.
did he retire?
Cum Dog would be good.
He's retired. Are we
Well-
counting Cum Dog?
We'll count Cum Dog.
Count Cum Dog? What about someone who you wouldn't want in your team?
Oh,
You're taking Ashley Klein, hooker.
Ashley Klein.
Ash Klein
at
get in the
lock.
bin, I think.
Ash Klein in the bin.
Yeah.
Jared Sutton, no way.
No,
Jared
no.
Sutton, no. No,
Too
sorry.
small.
Maybe
Yeah,
number
too
14
small.
off the
Yeah.
bench like Blake Taff.
Yeah, a bit of impact.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Todd Smith.
I think that'll do us, boys.
Todd Smith.
Age, if you've worked out a way to end the podcast in a perfect way, I think that was it.
Yeah.
Stay cast. See you guys.